So, does anyone have any issue understanding our commitment to cell signaling? Does anyone have any question about where we stand in terms of trade secrets, patented technology, our commitment to cellular health? Just stare at that screen and feel and breathe that in and say, we own this space. We do. And for the past several years, we've been asking ourselves, what more could we do in service of cellular health? We're committed to comprehensive cellular health. We own the signaling side of it. Let's start talking about something else. And we said, what if we went into the cell? We've been doing things promoting cells that are signaling one another. What if we zoomed into the cell? What if we started to target and activate key performance factors with a desired response and outcome inside the cell? And we also asked with our teams, we have to be true not just to cellular health, but also to principles of redox. Because as you know, and as we have said many times, redox is bigger than signaling. It's electron transfer in every chemical reaction in your body. Signaling being a very important one. So what we did, as my slide will show you here, is we stretched out cellular health and we said, I wonder if we could play in a bigger space. As soon as we had opened up the view of cellular health and broadened it and stayed committed to redox, can you see it on the screen? We said, let's stretch this out beyond signaling. We could immediately see a whole new landscape of opportunity. In fact, going into the cell, we started to see, you know what? There's a lot going on in here that's taking advantage of redox principles. Now, it was a lens that we were looking through to say new product opportunity, but we turned that lens also on our existing products. And this afternoon, you don't want to miss and don't take a long lunch, we will be repositioning our entire skincare line with this commitment to cellular health and to redox principles. Are you excited about that? You should be. These are world-class products, but I want to spend the balance of my time right in the fairway of this screen. I'm excited to be able to tell you we are launching today a category. If signaling has been a category for us as a company, then what we're launching now is a category of performance, cell performance. And in this category today, we will be launching the first 3 products, but let me be clear, this is just the beginning of this category. By putting a category inside the cell with targeted outcomes, not only will you experience and see the products here very shortly, but I want to be as clear as I can be. We are committed to comprehensive cellular health, and we are committed to innovating with redox. And when you combine those things, and remember, the world is waking up to redox and to redox homeostasis. The balance of cells, not just communicating, but also activating and performing inside the cell. We have an enormous new opportunity in what we're referring to as cell performance. We already own the marketplace, as I said, to cell signaling. That which empowers and prepares cells to signal and communicate. This is our space. Nobody else can play here. Now add with that a targeted performance and activation commitment in cell performance. We're doing this using ingredients that have redox commitments and principles, and I'm going to talk to that. You see, if you go back to our You Are Here map, we know that the patents and our trade secrets underscore our signaling category. That's what enables us to make these claims and be who we are. But it's a fair question. What is undergirding the performance in skincare line? What's driving this? And I'm thrilled to share with you a concept we're calling Powered by Redox. Powered by Redox will be a stamp. You'll see a hex stamp. This is trademarked. We own this. Nobody else can ever say this, okay? This trademarked Powered by Redox stamp will be on all of our cell performance and skincare products. Why? Because we've taken the concepts of redox, that broader awareness that we've always known was there, and said, let's leverage our legacy of redox-based thinking, where my dad started. And let's start to seek out ingredients inside of that thinking with very specific targeted benefits. If we can use redox principles as a means or way to select those ingredients and then integrate those into proprietary blends and formulas, I want to be clear, proprietary blends and formulas is central to Powered by Redox. We would then aim those blends at a specific objective. Now, as I said a minute ago, the 3 products you're about to see here aim at very targeted outcomes, but there is a huge range of targeted outcomes we can focus on. This portends or foreshadows our product strategy for years to come. We can leverage Redox in service of cellular health and performance in a whole new way. Really cool, right? Now, on the center of this, you see it says use Redox principles as a means for selecting ingredients. This is not marketing top spin. This is not cherry 7-Up. Let me explain what we're doing here. Our teams, Nico, our chief science officer, and his entire team said, if we're going to go out and focus on Redox ingredients, then we're going to pull 4 key principles or areas where Redox principles are central to cell performance. 1 is gene regulation. The process by which cells turn on and off, right, and are activated is gene regulation. This is known as expression, gene expression. Then we said cell protection. The fancy word is cytoprotection. It just means cell. So we said we're going to look for ingredients that elevate and promote gene regulation, promote cell protection. We're going to look at things that recover and repair cells. This would be like DNA repair. And then we're going to look at something really important called adaptive response. Adaptive response is when something toxic hits a cell in low amounts, it prepares that cell to then respond to it again, similar to your immune system. Now look at those 4 areas. Burn those into your mind. Gene regulation, cell protection, adjustment and recovery of cells, and adaptive response. I'm going to move these into a table so you understand what you're about to see. Our Powered by Redox commitment went through literally hundreds of potential ingredients and asked ourselves, do these ingredients play a role in one of these 4 principles: gene regulation, cell protection, recovery and repair of a cell, or adaptive response? Hundreds of ingredients were audited. They had to hit 2 of the 4, or they were totally dismissed and discounted from any potential involvement. And once we started to get that list narrowed down to some ingredients that hit all 4, some that focused on 2, we then said, these will be the Powered by Redox ingredients that we will pull from. Those ingredients were then blended into proprietary blends that are our blends. And Scott's going to tell you about these. And if you think I'm convicted about what we're doing here, you wait till you hear Scott Aldrin. He will run through a brick wall if anyone says these are not powered by Redox, and he will take anybody on in an arm wrestle. And you're going to lose, by the way, if you've seen Scott's arms. He'll take anybody on because he's going to bring the team out that helped to formulate these. These are killer products, and they are powered by Redox. So, are you ready? Are you really excited? How will I know that you're ready? All right, let's take a look at these first 3 products in the cell performance line. Let's go. This will be fun. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Asea Cell Performance, Redox Mood, Redox Mind, Redox Energy.
This is where we're going to go specifically into the science behind our new products that we're going to launch today. So let's start by giving you some definitions of Redox. Tyler hit on these, but I want to be really clear because sometimes we haven't been clear as a team about what redox is. Let's give you the first definition. Redox is the energy that powers all life. Very simply stated. Okay, so if somebody says, what is redox? Redox is the energy that powers whole life. Second one, redox are chemical reactions at the heart of bioenergy. This is what redox is. It's how energy is transferred in cells. That's why we call it cell signaling. So don't try to make it any more complicated than that. The final definition that we'll give you is redox balance. So we're going to talk a lot about balance. We introduced a word that some of you might not understand, homeostasis. That means balance. So just think of it as balance. We'll call it redox balance. Redox balance is involved in all aspects of our cells. We want to make sure that we stay balanced. And then we'll give you one more just for good measure, that redox is an energy sensitive system. That's when we're talking about the transfer of electrons. For too long, we have made the messaging about our core products too difficult. When we took a look at developing new products, we wanted to stay true to the core principles of redox. First and foremost, we wanted to maintain healthy reactions that are vital to cellular health. That's what we've done for 12 years. For 12 years, we've given that message of stay true to these principles. We also needed to leverage the science and the principles that we've learned. So did we hit these categories with those three ingredients? Remember, gene regulation, cell protection, adjust and recovery, and our adaptive response. So Tyler introduced this to you. It's a report card. So how did we do with our first ingredient? First ingredient, say it with me, guarana. Okay, so let's see what we did here. Gene regulation, cytoprotection, and adaptive response. So we hit 3 out of the 4. Vitamin B3, we're gonna go 4 for 4 with this ingredient. And then the L-theanine, we're gonna go with the cell protection and the adaptive response. Now notice the keys on this product. It's gonna be for cell protection and adaptive response because we're gonna hit that across 3 levels. This is your report card. That's what it means when we say powered by redox. So if somebody wants to know what powered by redox is, those are the ingredients. That's what you can show them.